Now at 5:30, boys in critical condition at UK Hospital after being in a wreck over the weekend in Perry County. We'll tell you who's been arrested.
Also on WKYT this morning, police still investigating what they think was a murder-suicide that began in Estill County and ended in Lexington.
Few more snow showers set to roll through the region. Slick roads ahead in some locations. We'll go over the latest forecast coming up.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning, and it's so good to have you with us on WKYT as we start off this Monday after a snowy weekend. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. We do have a couple of school closings, Owen, Grant County.
Right, a delay in Scott County by an hour, and some others this morning at the bottom of your screen and on WKYT.com. Things are hopefully calming down. Let's check in with meteorologist Micah Harris now in our First Alert Weather Center. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, for the moment, they're coming down just a bit. Now, you are seeing a couple of snow showers, a few flurries flying around, but it's not as heavy as it was just about an hour ago. Now, if you look toward the north, I think that's where your best energy is located, and that's where you're holding on to still the best snow. And that takes you off into Fleming County, too, and work your way back towards, say, Millersburg and Bourbon County and off toward Nicholas County. That's where we're holding on to a few snow showers. Eventually working its way off into Bath County. Heads up very shortly. It'll be making its way through your neck of the woods. Current temperatures 20s in Lexington and Frankfort. Then you actually have a 40-degree reading in Jackson. These temperatures will fall down toward the southeast as we make our way through the afternoon. Right around 30 degrees is what we'll call for. It really calms down too, but then tonight we get another shot at some snow. I'll show you that when you can expect it and how much in about 10 minutes.
Okay, we'll see you then. We thank you, and we want to get everybody up to date on the news this morning. Temperatures are dropping across the bluegrass right now. That does mean that those wet roadways could certainly freeze over again.
Could cause a mess this morning. Crews are treating the roads in Lexington, we understand. WKYT's Mark Barber is live with the latest on conditions out there.
Mark, good morning.
Good morning, Rebecca and Bill. Here at Manowar and Harrodsburg Road, a wintry mix has been starting up and then stopping, and at the moment we're getting a break from it. Nothing is coming down. So the good news for drivers in this part of the city is nothing sticking to the roads, but that could change in the next few hours as temperatures continue to drop. Now salt trucks and snow plows are out across the city. They're pre-treating main roads. As the roads are still clear, their blades are not down, but they are putting salt down on a lot of these main roads. So the only snow that drivers may see on their way into work this morning is the snow that's left over on the shoulder of the road from this past weekend. Now, police say so far the slippery streets have not caused any accidents across the city, but with the wintry mix continuing to start up and then stop again across the city, things could get much worse very quickly. So police are urging drivers to take their time this morning and take it easy. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Well, road crews headed out to fight the icy roads last night in Scott County. Crews used more than 300 tons of salt to keep the more than 270 miles of roads clear. That's more than twice the normal amount of salt during a normal snowfall.
Ice is the worst case scenario. It's hard to do anything with. It's hard to visually see out there on the roadways, and we dread ice terribly bad.
And road crews say it costs them about $14,000 every time they go out and treat the roads. Another reminder, Scott County schools on a 1-hour delay.
And here in the bluegrass, we're preparing for slick roads. Many parts of the northeast, of course, are already getting ready for a snowstorm that looks to be of historic proportions. The National Weather Service is saying that a blizzard headed for the region could be life-threatening. It's expected to dump up to 3 feet of snow in Boston and New York before it ends tomorrow. New York City's mayor spoke to many in the city on Sunday, telling everyone to prepare as much as possible.
Prepare for something worse than we have seen before. Prepare to be safe. Take every precaution. Now is the time to get ready for this extreme weather.
The warning starts today at 1 o'clock. It extends from northern New Jersey through southern Connecticut. That storm system has already affected us here in central Kentucky. 2 flights headed there from Bluegrass Airport, that is to the northeast, have been canceled. Another flight headed to the airport has also been canceled this morning.
Well, stay with us for continuing coverage of this winter weather system. You can always find updated closings, delays, and weather information on our website, WKYT.com. Well, in other news, a man is charged with DUI after he was involved in a crash that sent a 9-year-old Perry County boy to UK hospital with life-threatening injuries.
36-year-old Jason Combs is charged with a DUI and several other traffic-related charges. WKYT's Hillary Thornton is now live from UK hospital with the latest on that story. Hillary, good morning.
Good morning, Bill and Rebecca. That 9-year-old boy is recovering here at Kentucky Children's Hospital after state police say the driver, now charged with DUI, hit the car driven by his mom head-on. Troopers say the crash happened Saturday night near Perry Central High School on Kentucky 550, which is also known as Combs Road. Investigators say 36-year-old Jason Combs was driving the pickup that crossed the center line.
Jason Combs, age 36 of Hazard, was arrested and charged with DUI, a DUI offense, as well as several other traffic-related offenses. And then further charges could be pending in relation to the outcome of the injuries with the other occupant.
The mother was treated and released from the hospital with minor injuries. At last check, that 9-year-old is listed in critical condition. Live in Lexington, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Hillary, thank you. We now know the name of the woman who was found dead on the side of a road in Estill County over the weekend. State police say 29-year-old Ellen Townsend died from a gunshot wound in what they're calling a possible murder-suicide. Investigators say Townsend was last seen riding in a silver Chrysler sedan with 44-year-old Ricky Conrad. Police tell us they think he killed her before driving to Lexington and turning the gun on himself inside his car in a hospital parking lot. Friends of Townsend say they are shocked to hear the news.
She seemed like a really nice woman. Kind of blew my mind that something like that would happen in this town like that. Because, I mean, you never see stuff like that here.
Townsend's family says she had 3 young kids, 2 girls and a boy. Her family is now setting up jars at gas stations around Irvin in order to raise money to pay for her funeral expenses.
Well, the FBI is investigating a kidnapping that started in Missouri and has connections to Kentucky. We're learning the possible kidnapper may be in Lexington. Police got a call earlier this weekend from a woman living in Kansas City who said her husband was missing. She also told police the family's van was missing from their driveway. Her husband escaped near St. Louis. Investigators say the kidnapper continued driving the stolen van. Police found the van in Bardstown, Kentucky on the Bluegrass Parkway. Our partners at the Herald Leader reporting that the FBI now looking for Robert Caldwell. They say he may have passed through Danville Saturday night and may be in Lexington.
It is crazy because, I mean, stuff like this doesn't happen around here. But now, like, it just makes you think, like, you never know who's going to walk through that door.
Well, the FBI describes the stolen car as a gray 2008 Eclipse with the plate number 663JKY.
A Lexington couple had to find somewhere else to stay after a fire damaged their home. Fire crews say a husband and wife were at home last night when they lost power. The man also smelled smoke when he went to check the fuse box. Crews tell us the fire was mostly contained.
The second floor was the floor that was mainly involved. There is smoke and fire damage to the second floor of the house.
No one was injured in that fire. Crews are still investigating, though, to figure out exactly what sparked the fire.
Well, a man is recovering from burns after his home caught fire. That fire happened on Stone Coal Road around 7:30 Sunday morning in Floyd County. The Garrett Fire Department in Floyd County says the home was up in flames when they arrived. Crews had to close the road to put out the fire. Firefighters tell us the owner of the home went to the hospital for burns and smoke inhalation. The cause of that fire is unknown.
Secretary of State Allison Lundergan Grimes is set to announce her 2015 campaign plans today. Grimes will host a rally at the Lyric Theater in Lexington. It will start at 12:30. After that, she and her supporters will then head to the state capitol to file candidacy papers. Grimes says she has been encouraged to run for governor, attorney general, or seek re-election as Secretary of State this year.
Coming soon to a theater near you, visitors to a Lexington movie theater may have a much more comfortable experience starting in May. According to our partners at the Herald Leader, the Regal Cinemas Theater in the Hamburg Pavilion will be spending millions on renovating the theater. Part of those renovations include replacing the traditional theater seats with padded recliners. The theater will stay open until renovations are finished.
State police say they're going through a trooper shortage right now here in the Commonwealth. The agency is about 100 troopers short of its authorized staffing level. They say an increase in retiring troopers and a decrease in recruiting is to blame.
I look at the challenges we have in front of us right now. Part of those challenges are recruitment, getting the quality of officers that we want in Lexington, holding the standards that we have.
Of course, that's the Lexington police chief with his perspective on the same problem. State police would like to hire even more troopers than the number that they are currently allowed to bring onto the force.
Well, the world has a new Miss Universe this morning. Miss Colombia, Paulina Vega, has won the coveted title. She beat out contestants from 88 other countries at the competition in Miami last night. Miss USA, Nia Sanchez of Nevada, and Miss Ukraine, Diana Harkusha, were the runners-up. Vega says the Miss Universe competition was the first competition she'd ever been in. The 22-year-old also said it will be her last since she's eager to get back to her studies.